Venice, a city of canals, gondolas, and breathtaking beauty. A city of art, music, and vibrant life. From this rich tapestry emerged Antonio Vivaldi, a composer who would forever etch his name in the annals of music history. His music, a whirlwind of passion, drama, and innovation, continues to captivate audiences centuries later. Vivaldi's genius lay in his ability to blend breathtaking virtuosity with an uncanny sense of drama and emotion. His concertos, particularly the famed Four Seasons, are masterpieces of programmatic music, painting vivid sonic landscapes that transport listeners to another world. But Vivaldi's story is not just about the music he created. It's a tale woven from the threads of his time, his struggles, and his triumphs. Born in the heart of Venice in 1678, Vivaldi's life was a vibrant tapestry of creativity, ambition, and ultimately tragedy. This essay delves into the world of Antonio Vivaldi, exploring his life, his music, and the indelible mark he left on the world. Antonio Vivaldi's journey began in the shadow of the towering Basilica di San Marco, the heart of Venetian musical life. His father, a barber by trade but a skilled violinist, instilled in young Antonio a love for music that would shape his destiny.
I nurtured my son's talent, teaching him the violin and exposing him to the rich musical landscape of Venice.
The city's churches, theatres, and opulent palazzos resonated with the works of renowned composers, providing fertile ground for Vivaldi's burgeoning genius. At the tender age of 15, Vivaldi embarked on a path that would define his life, receiving the tonsure, the first step towards priesthood. His fiery red hair, a striking contrast to the somber robes of the clergy, earned him the nickname Il Prete Rosso, the Red Priest, while Vivaldi's priestly duties took him to the Ospedale della Pietà, a home for orphaned and abandoned girls. It was within the walls of this institution that his musical genius truly blossomed. He became a violin master, composer, and conductor, transforming the Pieta's orchestra into one of the finest in Europe. Vivaldi's time at the Ospedale della Pietà proved to be the most prolific period of his career. It was here that he penned his most enduring works, including the groundbreaking Four Seasons, a set of 4 violin concertos that captured the essence of nature's cycle. These concertos, each accompanied by a descriptive sonnet, showcased Vivaldi's innovative use of programmatic music, blurring the lines between sound and imagery. Vivaldi's fame spread beyond the canals of Venice, his music resonating in courts and concert halls across Europe. His concertos, operas, and sonatas, characterized by their vibrant energy, technical brilliance, and emotional depth, captivated audiences and influenced generations of composers. Yet, despite his success, Vivaldi's life was not without its share of shadows. His later years were marked by financial struggles and waning popularity, a stark contrast to the adulation he had once enjoyed. Despite the challenges he faced, Vivaldi's passion for music never wavered. His legacy, etched in the countless scores he left behind, continues to inspire and amaze. Antonio Lucio Vivaldi entered the world on March 4, 1678 in Venice, a city pulsating with life, art and music. His birthplace, a stone's throw from the iconic St. Mark's Basilica, seemed to foretell a life intertwined with the divine power of music.
His father, Giovanni Battista Vivaldi, was a man of dual passions, a barber by trade, yet his heart belonged to the violin. Giovanni's skill as a violinist was renowned throughout Venice. He even graced the grand stage of St. Mark's Basilica, his melodies soaring through the hallowed halls. It was Giovanni who planted the seeds of music in young Antonio's soul, nurturing his son's innate talent.
Antonio, a frail child prone to ill health, found solace and strength in the embrace of music. His tiny hands, guided by his father's steady touch, learned to coax enchanting sounds from the violin. As Antonio grew, so did his musical prowess, his talent blossoming under his father's tutelage. He absorbed the vibrant musical landscape of Venice, a city where melodies seemed to waft from every corner. Opera houses, churches, and grand palazzos echoed with the works of master composers, their music seeping into Antonio's young mind, shaping his musical vocabulary. Venice in the late 17th century was a city where music reigned supreme. It was an essential part of life, woven into the very fabric of Venetian society. From grand operas performed in opulent theatres to serenades echoing through the canals, music provided the soundtrack to everyday life. The young Vivaldi, a keen observer, absorbed this vibrant musical tapestry, his ears attuned to the nuances of different styles and forms. He was exposed to the works of Venetian masters like Giovanni Legrenzi, the Maestro di Capella at St. Mark's Basilica, and Francesco Cavalli, a renowned opera composer. These musical giants, with their mastery of counterpoint, their flair for drama, and their ability to evoke a myriad of emotions through music, left an indelible mark on Vivaldi's developing style. The bustling streets of Venice became his musical classroom, each corner offering a new lesson, a new inspiration. Street musicians, their instruments echoing through the labyrinthine alleys, provided impromptu performances. Gondoliers, their voices blending with the gentle lapping of water against their boats, serenaded passers-by with haunting melodies. At the age of 15, Antonio Vivaldi's life took a significant turn. He entered the priesthood, receiving the tonsure, the first step towards a life dedicated to the church. However, Vivaldi's path to priesthood was not driven by a burning desire for religious service. It was a practical decision, a means to secure his future and, more importantly, to continue his musical journey. His priestly duties led him to the doors of the Ospedale della Pietà, a Venetian institution with a unique purpose. It was a home for orphaned and abandoned girls, providing them with shelter, education, and a chance at a better life. The Pietà was also renowned for its musical program. Music was considered an essential part of the girls' education, a means to uplift their spirits and provide them with valuable skills. The Ospedale boasted a renowned orchestra and choir, comprised entirely of its talented wards. It was here, within the walls of the Pietà, that Vivaldi's musical genius truly blossomed. His fiery red hair, a stark contrast to the somber robes of the clergy, earned him the nickname Il Prete Rosso, the Red Priest. This moniker, a testament to his striking appearance, would follow him throughout his career, becoming synonymous with his vibrant, passionate music. The Ospedale della Pietà, while serving as a refuge for young girls, became Vivaldi's musical haven. He embraced his role with fervor, his passion for music igniting a spark in the hearts of his young charges. Vivaldi was not content with maintaining the status quo. He envisioned a musical ensemble that would rival the finest orchestras in Europe. Under his guidance, the Pietà's orchestra flourished. He recruited talented musicians, acquired new instruments, and most importantly, composed a wealth of new music specifically for his ensemble. Vivaldi's compositions were tailored to showcase the strengths of his musicians, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. His concertos, with their intricate interplay between soloists and orchestra, their virtuosic passages and their emotional depth, captivated audiences and cemented Vivaldi's reputation as a master composer. The Ospedale della Pietà, once a quiet sanctuary, transformed into a vibrant hub of musical activity, its halls resonating with Vivaldi's groundbreaking compositions. Word of the Pietà's exceptional orchestra spread throughout Venice and beyond. Music lovers, nobles, and even foreign dignitaries flocked to the Ospedale to witness the virtuosity of Vivaldi's orphan girls. Vivaldi's dedication to his students at the Pietà extended far beyond musical instruction. He saw in these young girls, many of whom had faced hardship and abandonment, a reflection of his own passion and determination.
He became our mentor, our advocate, and our friend. He fought tirelessly to secure the best resources for his orchestra, ensuring we had access to quality instruments and instruction.
Vivaldi understood that music had the power to transcend social barriers, to provide solace and joy, and to empower those who had been marginalized. He poured his heart and soul into his teaching, nurturing their talent and instilling in them a deep love for music.
Under his guidance, we blossomed into skilled musicians, our performances captivating audiences with precision, passion, and raw talent.
Vivaldi's tenure at the Ospedale della Pietà spanned over 3 decades, a testament to his unwavering commitment to his students and his craft. It was during these formative years that he composed some of his most enduring works, his music forever intertwined with the spirit and legacy of the Pietà. Within the hallowed halls of the Ospedale della Pietà, Vivaldi truly came into his own. He was more than just a music master. He was a conductor, composer and impresario, breathing life into the institution's musical soul. The Pietà, under his stewardship, transformed into a beacon of musical innovation, its reputation reaching far beyond the canals of Venice. Vivaldi's days were a whirlwind of activity. He dedicated himself to rigorous rehearsals, his keen ear attuned to every note, every nuance of phrasing. He demanded perfection from his students, yet his guidance was always tempered with encouragement and understanding. He composed tirelessly, his quill scratching across parchment, translating the music that flowed from his imagination onto paper. Vivaldi's output was astonishing. Concertos, sonatas, operas, and sacred music poured forth, each work bearing his distinctive mark of vibrancy, drama, and technical brilliance. Vivaldi's position at the Pietà was not without its challenges. He navigated the complexities of institutional politics, securing funding, instruments, and performance opportunities for his burgeoning orchestra. His fiery personality, a reflection of his red hair and his passionate nature, sometimes led to clashes with the Pietà's governing body. While Vivaldi composed in a variety of genres, it was the concerto that became his musical playground. This form, with its interplay between a soloist or a small group of instruments and a larger orchestra, perfectly suited Vivaldi's penchant for dramatic contrasts and virtuosic display. Vivaldi's concertos were not mere exercises in technical prowess. They were vibrant conversations between instruments, each voice given its moment to shine. He explored the unique timbres of different instruments, exploiting their strengths and pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. His concertos for violin, his primary instrument, are particularly celebrated. Vivaldi's violin writing is characterized by its dazzling runs, intricate double stops, and soaring melodies that seem to dance on air. He wrote concertos for a wide array of instruments, including the cello, oboe, flute, bassoon, and even the mandolin, showcasing his versatility and his deep understanding of instrumental capabilities. Vivaldi's concertos were not confined to the concert hall. They found their way into the churches and palazzos of Venice, their vibrant melodies adding a touch of secular flair to religious services and social gatherings. His music transcended social barriers, captivating audiences from all walks of life. Section 3, The Four Seasons, a Musical Tapestry. No exploration of Vivaldi's work would be complete without delving into his magnum opus, The Four Seasons. This set of 4 violin concertos, each representing a season of the year, is a testament to Vivaldi's innovative genius and his ability to capture the essence of nature through music. Vivaldi's Four Seasons is a masterpiece of programmatic music. Each concerto is accompanied by a sonnet, believed to have been written by Vivaldi himself, that describes the scenes and emotions evoked by the music. In spring, we hear the joyful chirping of birds, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the invigorating energy of a new beginning. Summer brings the sweltering heat of the midday sun, the buzzing of insects, and the sudden violence of a summer storm. Autumn paints a picture of a bountiful harvest, with peasants celebrating their good fortune, followed by the melancholy of approaching winter. And finally, winter evokes the biting cold, the crunching of snow underfoot, and the cozy warmth of a fireside gathering. Vivaldi's Four Seasons is not merely a depiction of nature, it is an exploration of the human experience, mirroring the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Section 4, Beyond the Concertos. While Vivaldi's concertos, particularly the Four Seasons, have secured his place in the pantheon of great composers, his musical output extended far beyond this genre. He composed a wealth of operas, sonatas, and sacred music, each showcasing his unique musical voice and his mastery of different forms. Vivaldi's operas, numbering over 40, were immensely popular during his lifetime. They were known for their dramatic flair, their captivating melodies, and their innovative use of vocal techniques. Vivaldi's operas, like his concertos, often explored themes of love, loss, and redemption, appealing to the human emotions that transcend time and place. His sacred music, composed for performance in churches and cathedrals, reflected his deep spirituality and his understanding of liturgical practices. Vivaldi's masses, motets, and cantatas are characterized by their grandeur, their intricate polyphony, and their ability to evoke a sense of awe and reverence. Vivaldi's sonatas, composed for smaller ensembles or solo instruments, offered a more intimate side to his musical personality. These works, often introspective and deeply moving, showcase Vivaldi's mastery of counterpoint and his ability to create complex musical textures with a limited number of voices. Section 5, A Legacy in Manuscript. Vivaldi's prolific output, totaling over 500 concertos, 46 operas, 73 sonatas, and countless sacred works, is a testament to his boundless creativity and his unwavering dedication to his craft. His music, however, was not destined for immediate widespread fame. Unlike some of his contemporaries, Vivaldi did not enjoy the patronage of a powerful court or a wealthy benefactor. He relied on the sale of his manuscripts and the performance fees he received for his compositions. As a result, many of Vivaldi's works were scattered across Europe, their existence known only to a select few musicians and collectors. Following Vivaldi's death in 1741, his music faded into relative obscurity, overshadowed by the rising popularity of composers like Bach and Handel. It wasn't until the early 20th century that Vivaldi's music experienced a resurgence of interest. The discovery of a trove of his manuscripts in a monastery in Turin, Italy in 1926 reintroduced the world to the Red Priest's forgotten genius. Antonio Vivaldi, the fiery-haired priest, was known for his legendary temper as much as his concertos. Vivaldi demanded perfection from his musicians, often reducing them to tears with his booming reprimands. Rumors of his outbursts spread through Venice, adding spice to his colorful reputation. Some whispered his temper was fueled by frustrations of a genius confined within institutional walls. Whatever the reason, Vivaldi's temper became an integral part of his legend, reflecting his intense passion for music. Vivaldi, known for his concertos, was also a prolific opera composer. The Venetian stage was a hotbed of creativity, and Vivaldi thrived with his flair for drama and memorable melodies. His operas, staged in Venice and beyond, captivated audiences with passionate arias and compelling storylines. Vivaldi collaborated with renowned set designers and singers, transforming the stage into a world of enchantment. His operas were immersive experiences, exploring the full spectrum of human emotions and cementing his reputation as a versatile composer. The world of 18th century music was a tapestry of rivalry, collaboration, and mutual admiration. Vivaldi crossed paths with celebrated musical figures, leaving an indelible mark on his life and work. One notable encounter was with George Friedrich Handel, where mutual respect for each other's talents was shared. Some speculate Vivaldi's concertos influenced Handel's compositional style. Johann Sebastian Bach, deeply impressed by Vivaldi's work, transcribed several of his concertos for organ and harpsichord. Bach's transcriptions stand as testaments to his admiration for Vivaldi's genius. Despite Vivaldi's prolific output, much of his music disappeared from public view for centuries. Without the patronage of a powerful court, Vivaldi relied on manuscript sales and performance fees. Many of his scores ended up in private collections or archives, forgotten as musical tastes changed. In 1926, a music scholar discovered a treasure trove of Vivaldi manuscripts in a Turin monastery. The manuscripts, including over 160 concertos and 19 operas, sparked renewed interest in Vivaldi's music. This discovery re-established Vivaldi as a key composer of the Baroque era. Despite extensive information, certain aspects of Vivaldi's life remain mysterious. His personal life, especially his relationships, is a source of speculation among historians. Vivaldi never married, and his close association with female musicians has been conjectured upon. His relationship with the Catholic Church was ambivalent, often at odds with church officials, yet he continued to compose sacred music, suggesting a deep-seated spirituality. These unanswered questions add to the allure of Vivaldi's story, ensuring his legacy endures. To grasp Vivaldi's impact, we must step back into his world. Europe, in the late 17th and early 18th centuries, was a continent in flux. The Baroque period, with its emphasis on drama and grandeur, reflected this spirit of change. Vivaldi, at the forefront of this musical revolution, captured the spirit of his age with his innovative compositions. His concertos, with their intricate interplay and dramatic contrasts, became synonymous with the Baroque aesthetic. Vivaldi's music, rooted in the Baroque tradition, possessed unique vibrancy and emotional depth. His compositions were characterized by rhythmic vitality and melodic inventiveness. The Baroque period's dramatic contrasts found their musical counterpart in Vivaldi's work. His concertos engaged listeners on an emotional level, transporting them to other realms of experience. Vivaldi's deep understanding of the human condition infused his music with profound emotional depth. Vivaldi's influence on his contemporaries and subsequent generations was profound. His innovative use of the concerto form and virtuosic writing left an indelible mark. Johann Sebastian Bach transcribed several of Vivaldi's concertos, adapting them to his own style. Handel incorporated elements of Vivaldi's style into his works. Vivaldi's legacy extended beyond classical music, influencing composers like Mozart, Haydn, and Beethoven. Vivaldi's music possesses a timeless appeal that transcends historical boundaries. The Four Seasons, his most famous work, continues to resonate with audiences today. The concertos, with their evocative depictions of nature, are staples of the classical repertoire. Vivaldi's music taps into universal human experiences, evoking emotions that transcend time and place. His music continues to inspire and connect us to something larger than ourselves. For centuries after his death, Vivaldi's music faded into obscurity. The rediscovery of his music in the early 20th century changed musical history. In 1926, a scholar found a collection of Vivaldi's manuscripts in a Turin monastery. This find sparked a revival of interest, leading to a reassessment of his place in music history. Vivaldi's concertos were embraced by orchestras, introducing them to a new generation of listeners. Centuries after his death, Vivaldi's music continues to resonate worldwide. His Four Seasons has transcended high art, its melodies woven into popular culture. Vivaldi's genius lies in his ability to connect with listeners on a deeply human level. His music is a celebration of life, a tapestry of emotions woven into a rich sonic landscape. Vivaldi's influence extends beyond classical music, inspiring artists across various fields. His melodies transcend language and art form, continuing to captivate and inspire. No exploration of Vivaldi's legacy is complete without the Four Seasons. This set of violin concertos captures the essence of nature through music. Each concerto, accompanied by a sonnet, evokes specific images and emotions. Spring brings joyful chirping birds, summer the sweltering heat, autumn a bountiful harvest, and winter the biting cold. The Four Seasons reflects the human experience, mirroring the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Vivaldi's music continues to resonate, a testament to the enduring power of great art.
Beyond the notes Vivaldi's impact on music education,
Vivaldi's legacy extends far beyond the concert hall, reaching into the classrooms and conservatories where future generations of musicians hone their craft. His concertos, with their balance of technical challenge and musical expressiveness, have become staples of the music education repertoire.
Vivaldi's emphasis on instrumental virtuosity, particularly in his violin concertos, has inspired countless young musicians to strive for technical mastery. His concertos provide aspiring soloists with the opportunity to develop their technique, their musicality, and their stage presence.
Equally important is Vivaldi's contribution to ensemble playing. His concertos, with their interplay between soloists and orchestra, require a high level of precision, communication, and musical sensitivity from all performers. They provide invaluable training for young musicians learning to work together as a cohesive unit.
Vivaldi's music, with its accessibility, its emotional depth, and its sheer joy in music making, has ignited a passion for classical music in countless young hearts. His legacy lives on in every student who picks up an instrument, inspired by the beauty and power of his timeless compositions.
A Venetian legacy, Vivaldi's mark on his city. Antonio Vivaldi's life and music are inextricably linked to Venice. Born in the shadow of St. Mark's Basilica, his ears filled with the city's rich musical tapestry. He achieved fame at the Ospedale della Pietà, his music echoing through the canals and palazzos. Today, Vivaldi's presence is still felt in Venice. Tourists flock to concerts featuring his music, eager to experience the magic of his concertos. The Ospedale della Pietà still hosts concerts, its walls resonating with his genius. Vivaldi's music is an integral part of Venice's identity, a sonic emblem of the city's beauty and history. His concertos capture the spirit of Venice, a city of contrasts, of light and shadow. Vivaldi's legacy transcends time and place, connecting us to the past and inspiring future generations. Venice remains forever linked to the music of the Red Priest. The story of Antonio Vivaldi is one of rediscovery and renewal. After his death in 1741, his music faded from public view. In the early 20th century, Vivaldi's music experienced a resurgence. Rediscovered works revealed the true scope of Vivaldi's genius. Orchestras embraced his concertos, introducing them to a new generation. Vivaldi's Four Seasons became a global phenomenon. His music, silenced for centuries, found its voice again. Antonio Vivaldi's life was a symphony of contrasts. Born in Venice, he rose from humble beginnings to become a celebrated composer. His fiery red hair earned him the nickname Il Prete Rosso, the Red Priest. Vivaldi's journey had its challenges. His temper and financial struggles revealed his complexities, yet his music flowed, a testament to his spirit. Venice was his muse, inspiring his genius. At the Ospedale della Pietà, his musical star ascended. As Maestro di Cappella, he transformed the Pietà's orchestra. Vivaldi's legacy is most vividly embodied in his concertos, a genre he revolutionized with his unparalleled mastery of form and his ability to evoke a world of emotions through music. His Four Seasons, a cornerstone of the classical repertoire, remains a testament to his innovative spirit and his ability to capture the essence of nature's cycle through sound. Each concerto transports the listener to a world of vibrant imagery, from the joyful chirping of birds in spring to the biting winds of winter. Vivaldi's music transcended mere imitation of nature. It delved into the depths of human experience, mirroring our joys and sorrows. His concertos, once confined to dusty archives, now fill concert halls, their vitality undiminished by the passage of centuries. Antonio Vivaldi's story is ultimately one of triumph over adversity. Despite the challenges he faced, his music persevered, its brilliance eventually recognized and celebrated by generations of musicians and music lovers. His legacy is a reminder that great art transcends time and place, its power to move, to inspire, and to connect us to something larger than ourselves, undiminished by the passage of centuries. Vivaldi's gift to the world was his music, a gift that continues to enrich our lives with its beauty, its energy, and its timeless appeal. His concertos, with their infectious rhythms, their soaring melodies, and their ability to transport us to other worlds, remain as fresh and relevant today as they were in Vivaldi's Venice. In the final analysis, Vivaldi's story is a testament to the power of passion, the importance of perseverance, and the enduring legacy of a man who dedicated his life to the pursuit of beauty through music. His music, a gift from the heart of Venice, continues to echo through the corridors of time, reminding us of the power of art to uplift, to inspire, and to connect us to the very essence of what it means to be human.